Three, two, one. Hello, we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our quantum psychic Akashic readings, clearings, and healings. I'm here today with the fabulous Viviane. I see we're in black and white today.
Yes.
And it was quite funny. I was the last minute wardrobe change. I was like, I just don't feel right in black. And how are
Hi
you, Viviane?
everyone. I'm great, thank you. I'm honored to be here and doing this live stream with you. It's been such a wonderful experience, and I love see all these names in the chat, people coming in, and just makes me happy.
Yay. Um, it's I love doing these live streams, and there's something very exciting about the spring weather, right? We had sunshine today. It was so hot today. Our camper van doesn't have any air conditioning, so which you
Oh.
wouldn't think would be a problem in Scotland. But I think when it gets above room temperature, it turns into like a greenhouse and it gets extremely hot. But we have these like
Oh wow.
roof fans that kind of suck all the heat out of the van, and they make a big difference. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's really exciting. I'm getting ready for my road trip at the end of the month, um,
Nice. Oh,
down
that's so
to
exciting.
the south of England. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. And I didn't really realize that it's really good timing for the weather as well, because that would be so hot. I just melt driving. Like it's about a 9-10 hour drive in total,
Yes.
but I'm breaking it up.
And I didn't know you didn't meet. I thought you already met uh, Chloe in person. So this is the first time you both
Yeah,
meet.
that's
That's
right.
nice.
Chloe, and I'm meeting a customer. I won't name everyone, but
Mm-hmm, sure.
meeting a customer on the Sunday, and then Chloe, and then Leah, who Solmez, who you've seen on one of the podcasts that I did with Natasha. She works
Mm-hmm.
in marketing, and then up to see MJ at Ulta Love. She's having a friend from the US visit, and then after that, I'm not sure because I'm just gonna see how I'm feeling and gradually make my way back. But it'll be anything between 2 and 3 days to get home.
Nice. Yes, I watch MJ and I love her readings. Um, and yeah, I'm excited. And yeah, and you have Pat with you, so
That's
they
right,
get to
Patch
meet
will be
Pat.
there.
That's so
It
cool.
is. Yeah, I did make a point of telling everyone I'm bringing Patch, and
Yeah.
rather than it being like some sort of apology, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have a dog with me. They're like, Patch is coming, and I know that
Yeah.
for the people I've met in person with Patch, that's the first thing they say is like, it's Patch, and they're like, oh hi John, and I'm like Patch. So he loves it. He loves meeting new people.
Hmm.
Exciting. Well, thank you everyone for coming today. Hello to everyone in the live chat. If you're not in the live chat, please come over to from the comments and like just swipe across into the live chat where you see people chatting. Please put your requests in all capitals,
Hmm.
and we'll be randomly picking them today. And then if your name is called, please say hello in the chat. And we do a wide range of things, right? So sometimes it feels
Yes.
like that list of things gets longer and longer. In fact, the if I was to edit the banner that we have, or do I have to hide it and then edit it? It would include like past life readings. What else do we do?
Yeah, Akashic readings, past life, um,
Meet your spirit
quantum
guides.
healing, meet spirit guides. So we can check your chakras and meet, get messages from galactic beings.
Meet galactic beings. Heal pets. Clear houses.
Yes, get messages from pets and yes. So that's why I love doing this. I love doing combining different things, and it's always different. So.
I don't know what this will look like. This will be funny. Does it all fit on the screen? Yay! I'm sure there's a couple I've missed out as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, feel free to uh, expand out your range of requests. Um, and what was I going to say? Oh, It's just completely slipped my mind. Oh yeah. So we've been putting in themes. You may have noticed in the live stream titles, and as we're now in spring, um, really focusing on please share what you're grateful for. Please share what you're celebrating about
Mm-hmm.
yourself, about maybe doing a spring clean, which is fantastic for clearing all that,
Yes.
all those. How do you describe clutter? It's like the shadows in our hearts that don't want to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I'm fine. I'm in the garage or the basement or a cupboard or closet. I was facing some of that clutter in my camper van today, and even though it's
Yeah.
quite small, it's like I'm already at hour 2 and just in these little tiny cupboards picking out little things, and the feeling afterwards, it just feels so light.
Yes.
I'm celebrating that, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to have a camper van to clear.
Yes. It is difficult sometimes to get started. I have a trick that I use to I choose a number. Let's say I don't I for some reason I use 27 a lot, but think of a number and I don't know, it could be 9, and when I'm having a tough time making decisions and I know I have things that I could let go of. So
Mhm.
then I set a timer or whatever, and I go around and I don't stop until I have 9 items, for example, to let go, donate,
That's
and
brilliant.
that helps me. And after you get started, it moves way better. But it think of it, if it may help too, like you're making room for new and better energies.
Mhm.
That's another way to motivate yourself. And um, I just see Salsa Girl had a birthday a few days ago. Happy birthday.
Yeah, just a young 45. Fantastic.
Yes.
Now that I'm 48, I'm just like, all those ages are so young to me now. Like even if it's like someone says they're 48, I'm like, wow, that's so young. Um, yeah, that's wonderful. Happy birthday. I hope you had a wonderful time. And I love that Viviane. I love that this is so me, but it's like um
Mm,
I also think it's like it's really funny aspect of human nature. So in my morning workout routine, I do this thing. I don't know. It's a little bit like burpees, right? A little bit like
yeah, yeah.
jumping up and down.
Hmm.
I find them exhausting, right? And there's always like a nemesis exercise for me. It's always like something I really really want to be able to do well, and then I really struggle at it. And I had it fixed in my mind that I had to do 26.
Yeah.
And if I didn't feel ready, if I was too tired to do 26, I wouldn't do any. And it's like,
Okay.
that's ridiculous, John. And then today it's like, I could do 10, John. It's like, oh yeah, I enjoy doing 10. Actually, 10's much better. And I might even try something else like, oh, what is wrong with me? Or should I say, what is now finally right with me? Um, that blows my mind that I would
Hmm.
skip and that's actually an exercise I really enjoy, especially the core for me.
Yeah.
I think there's no coincidence that someone that's had a big journey with lack and fear, that it's always the core that I'm focusing on strengthening.
Yeah.
um I remember my older brother said to me, it's like, oh, I just have such a strong core. I'm always like, I don't really do much exercise, but my core is amazing. And I'm like, how? Why are we so different? But I think all these things are connected, right? Our physical bodies, our emotions, our fears, all together.
Hmm.
Um,
Yes.
we had a grateful share from Danette saying, I'm grateful for health and ability to clean out my basement, being on a slow roll to get it tidied up. Fantastic. Well done
Lovely.
and it's at 4 p.m. Wow, I don't have a basement, but I feel like the universe is trying to tell me that I do have one and that I should clean it up. It's like when they discover, I think that happened in my one of my family members' house. They discovered a basement it was under a trapdoor under their child's bed. It's like
Oh,
that's very cool
wow.
because they're relatively uncommon here.
Mm.
Anyway, shall I
Mm-hmm.
set up a safe space and then we can get started?
Mm-hmm.
So if you'd like to join us, we'll begin creating a safe space. And to do so, please focus your attention on the center of your heart. And from there, extend a cord of light up through the top of your head, up into the sky and up into the stars, reaching up higher and higher through the frequencies and dimensions of this universe until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe. And there, connecting your light cord into the highest dimension of source. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down through the stars, through the sky, back down through the top of your head and into your heart once more. And now, this time from the center of your heart, extend a cord of light downwards through the root of your spine, going deep into the ground, all the way down through the layers of the planet, going deeper and deeper until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. We send Mother Gaia so much love. Allow her to send her love back. Remain connected into Gaia's heart and extend your light cord up through the layers of the planet, up through the root of your spine, and into your heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above and Mother Gaia below, expand out a golden bubble of protective light to surround you about 2 meters out to each side, above and below, in front and behind, and set the intention that only energies and entities with your permission, your highest good, love, and compassion can see you, access you, or exist within this space or within you. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. And into your safe space, inviting your guides, your higher self, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia. And ask at this time for their guidance, clearing, healing, protection, and assistance with the integration of today's messages and healings and clearings. And now, through space and time, for all those in the live stream on both John and Viviane's YouTube channels and in the replays, I create a golden bubble of protective light around all of us, setting the intention that only energies and entities with my permission, our highest good, love, and compassion can see us, access us, or exist within this space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave us immediately. And into our session space, for Viviane and I invite in our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia. And we set the intention for today's session to assist those that place their requests in capitals that we will randomly select. And where we can service these requests, please say hello in the chat, and we will do our best to provide quantum, psychic readings, clearings, healings, especially to those who we can most benefit at this time. And so it is.
Lovely, thank you.
Thank you. Shall I choose first?
Sure.
It's so funny even though I'm in a very dark studio, soundproofed with no air, whenever I close my eyes, I see the sunlight.
Oh,
I think it's my third eye.
beautiful.
It's like, there's sun, John. There's sun outside. Yeah, watch this space, and there'll be an outdoor version, right? I'll be doing it in my camper van, and I'll also be doing it in my garden, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I have a willow tree out back. I would love to be able to sit there and do this. Sit under my willow tree.
Sorry, the music came in really loud over what you were saying. Could you repeat, Vivian?
Sure. It's there's a willow tree my backyard
lovely.
at the moment, and I'd love to sit under and do a live stream back there.
Oh, wow.
Out there, yeah.
Okay, do we have everyone's requests? I think we do.
I'm checking.
So
I
which
think
there's
we do.
one. Hello, IT services. Okay. Selecting the next request. Oh, I was so hoping it would be about past lives. Maybe it will be.
Mm.
Let me turn down this music. And Jilly Smith, please say hello in the chat. Yeah, let us know if you're here, Jilly. And Jilly's request is, I've begun seeing singular eyes, different sizes in the sky, and
Mm.
saw 3 odd craft approaching the deer in the field. What is happening? Thanks,
Wow.
kind. Ooh.
So Julie Smith, please say hi in the chat. Make sure you're here. Maybe you work lurking, but
That's right. Work. I can't
lurking.
even. I
Work
can't say
lurking.
it other than I can't combine it. It's too hard, right?
Julie's here. Thank you,
Oh,
Julie.
fantastic!
Okay.
Oh, that's exciting. I would be disappointed not to be able to help.
Mm-hmm.
So you're asking what's happening. So let's find out. We're just going to invite forwards your guides and higher self. So first, I'm just getting glimpses of what's happening in the sky, and then also you'd seen these. You described it as 3 odd craft approaching deer. Your guides give me quite a long explanation. Okay, I'm just going to stop them there because it's already quite a lot. Okay, so for these singular eyes you're seeing in the sky, your guide was explaining that they are a form of portals and they are higher dimensional portals. One of the reasons they look like an eye is because they are higher dimensional beings, like looking through to see you. But there's a general theme of these beings trying to how to describe it, like they're trying to warm you up and introduce them to their energy, and then also helping you get comfortable with some of these unusual experiences. um and then your guide was showing me, there's this, is there a name for it? There's that Da Vinci painting, I think it is, where there's these swirls in the sky, many
Mm-hmm.
swirls. I think there's one recently captured. Someone had taken a photo. I can't remember where in the world it
Oh
was, but in the
yeah,
last few
that's been
weeks.
something recently. I saw that captured recently. Um,
And they were saying that the eye is like is similar to that,
uh-huh.
and that they are, yeah, sacred geometry LP saying, yeah, there's this aspect of higher vibrational, higher frequency beings wanting to show themselves to you and help you get comfortable with their energy. And the craft was similar in that particular instance you're talking about, where the craft were approaching the deer. They were interested in the deer. It didn't seem, all this seems very bright and light energy from what your guide is describing. And I was just stopping myself because I wanted to. I can, maybe Viviane, you'd like to share, because I wanted to ask
Mm-hmm.
Jilly's guide about what can Jilly do, both to support this activity or to stop it at any time.
Mm-hmm. I saw, Julie. I saw the eyes that you mentioned, and then I kept hearing that song. I am the eye in the sky. I am the eye in the sky. I can read your mind. Um, I'm trying to remember who sang that, but you probably are familiar. Maybe you can listen to the song and listen to the lyrics. Yeah, I am the eye in the sky. Um, yeah, and the line "I can read your mind" keeps repeating. I felt like the top of my head, like left side, really tingling. Yeah, Alan Parsons Project. That's correct. LP. That's who sings that song. Um, and the 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 craft approaching the deer in the field I see, but I'm not as of now. I'm not getting anything yet. I have the visual.
Yeah, I asked a bit more. Julie says, I don't want to stop this, I'd like to expand. Perfect. So there's the first thing I saw, Julie, is you, like, just to expand on what Viviane is saying, the reason that she's saying I am the eye in the sky is because our skies reflect us. So if you ever, they reflect our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a concept everyone's totally familiar with or are, or necessarily believe it's true, right? But when you look at someone's photos and you're like, I live where they live. I didn't see that, or I live so close. Why do they see such different skies to me? Or why do they always seem to capture the brightest beauty in very similar weather? And this is because what's happening is I was shown that I am the eye in the sky means that your heart opening is a higher vibration and is reflecting, like opening portals in the sky. So you are these eyes as much as you're allowing higher vibrational beings to be able to connect with you. And the beings seem to be they're like starting with your guides, but they're not restricted to your guides. So I've had constant conversations with my guides about, I'm not sure if I'm ready for other beings. Can we not just like see you guys? I'm familiar with you guys, my guide. And I've seen them when they visited me in a Galactic Federation ship physically, but I've not, opened myself up beyond that. And so there's these practices you can do to create, first of all, create a safe space around yourself. If you're at your home,
Mm-hmm.
create a safe space around your home. And one of the primary purposes is to open up your heart. And then from your heart, like ground yourself into the ground and then look up to the sky. It could be the night sky or during the daytime. And if you ever watched from the 80s, there was this kids' TV series called The Care Bears where they blast this love energy from their hearts.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember what they would say, like, you need a hug or you need love. Like, and that's what I do. I like send a big stream of love energy
Yeah.
out to the sky and then say who you want to invite in, like be explicit of what you would like to see or what you'd like to feel. So for example, just like if you're inviting in one of your family and friends round for dinner, you would say, why don't you come round for like lasagna? And
Mm-hmm.
it's the same for galactic beings. You would just say, I mean, they may or may not eat lasagna, but you can say to them, I'd like you to show me a sign in the sky. I'd like you to show me an eye in the sky, or show me one of your ships, or show me movement. And
Mm-hmm.
just like that practice of talking to your guides, where you ask something explicitly in a safe space and then you wait, as soon as you receive anything, it can be a flash in the sky, a funny looking cloud, a feeling in your heart, a funny noise nearby, whatever it is, say
Mm-hmm.
thank you, that's beautiful, thank you, and feel that gratitude and excitement. This will really help expand out your experiences. And there is I'm doing a podcast, as it happens, on Monday, again with the amazing UFO Girly, and
Mm-hmm.
she's a contactee. And it's one of the things we'll be talking about, that same subject. So look out for that being posted on Monday. This is the last video that we did. I'm just posting it into into the live chat.
Mm-hmm.
Last one together. But yeah, how exciting. Let us know how it goes. And yeah, always practice safe alien contact. But this is like many of us are starting to go through this more and more, right? And so
Yes.
much of it's about just keeping us out of fear. Because as soon as you
Mm.
step into fear and you get worried about it, it'll like calm down and stop, just like, when we talk to our spirit guides.
Yeah, I'm talking about being grateful. I'm grateful for the galactic beings because a while ago in a healing session that was given to me, uh, they they appeared. It was a surprise, and they helped me tremendously, and it was a wonderful experience too. So I'm grateful for the galactic
Um,
beings and their beautiful healing energy.
and the disclosure that we seek outside of ourselves and often want our governments to just do a better job at.
Mm-hmm.
This feels like, so a bit like the Prime Directive in Star Trek and maybe other like different sci-fi series and things. Like it's real, right? It's a free will thing, right? So a lot of what Jilly's
Mm-hmm.
describing is this kind of question: Are you okay with this, Jilly? And when Jilly's like, "Yeah, I want more," that's really good. I like that. Then it's
Mm-hmm.
like a yes. So it helps whoever's trying to contact you to be able to do it more easily and to expand um, that practice as well. Perhaps I should create a meditation about contacting galactic beings. That'd be good fun.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and select our next request.
Thank you.
Close my eyes, make sure I have my mouse pointing in the right spot to move the request up and down, and then close my eyes.
We're choosing your next request. Please say hello in the chat if your name is called.
Okay, BG, are you asking for guidance regarding your writing career in obstacle clearing, if that's an issue? Okay, please say hi in the chat. I believe you're here. I think I just saw a comment, but just to make sure. Okay, you're here. Thank you, BG.
Fantastic.
Okay, so
Writing career. And yeah, BG, feel free to share anything about your what sort of writing you do. And meanwhile, we'll also ask your guides
mm-hmm.
and ourselves to step forwards. Wow. Okay. Um, BG, if you're interested, oh, I just want to make sure you have mentioned an obstacle clearing if it's an issue. Can you just confirm that you'd be okay with a clearing, a healing and clearing? I'd be happy to help.
Mm-hmm. He said yes. Okay,
Okay,
yes, for
cool.
clearing. Okay.
So my focus is on the sacral chakra. So I'm just going to
Mm-hmm.
focus there, and then I'll share the really fascinating message that I received.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, would you like me to share first, Viviane, or
Sure,
you can?
sure.
Um, so really fascinatingly, I was showing you, BG, that you're writing with a pencil, and you were sat like over a desk, right? As humans do, we sit at chairs, we have a desk in front of
Mhm.
us, a bit of paper in front of you, and as you're taking your pen, I don't have any pens, to try and put it down to paper, there was this magnetic resistance, like pushing you back, like it was holding you back and stopping you writing.
Hmm.
And it's like, what? Where is this coming from? It seems to be, and it was coming from below the table. And so I was asking lots about it, and your guide said it's coming from you. It's coming from your sacral chakra.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh, so how how is that how is that possible, and how is it affecting BG? And your guide said I should ask if I could do a clearing, and then to focus on doing a clearing on your sacral chakra, and then I'll find out more. So I did. When I took a deeper dive into your sacral chakra, there was this feeling, and I did have a brief conversation with your inner child, and that was this feeling of what of lack of confidence and lack of connected with your lack of self-love about what you create. It's almost like saying what I create is not worthy, it's not good enough. And what I saw at the very heart of your sacral chakra was this really small but very aggressive and noisy little worm-like being, almost like a it
Hmm.
reminded me of some sort of Disney character that's like a little caterpillar, with bad attitude. And
Mhm.
and it was saying no, no, I've been here, you need me. I've been here since, just a few years old. And you need me. And your inner child was like, I'm not sure I'm ready to let go. And I said, well, the adult of you said yes, I think it's time you go. It's not for your highest good. So I removed the being. Archangel Michael called it like he said it's somewhere between a bit like a gecko and a chameleon.
Hmm.
And that chameleon energy seemed really interesting because it seemed to be able to do a good job pretending it was you. Um, so once that was removed, I then just helped connect your sacral chakra up throughout the rest of your body. And I was shown that the message is that this reality that you experience, BG, is a gift to you for you to be able to write about if you choose to. And that includes everything you experience outside of you and all of the imagination within you.
Hmm.
And so it's really just encouraging you to open up to receive more through your heart, your solar plexus, and sacral chakra in particular.
Interesting. I actually saw a BG writing um, and writing very fast, and it was like automatic writing and writing on this journal really fast, filling up a page and turning the page and filling up and really writing very fast. And then I heard the word uh, connection. I could see um, and then downloads. When you do start writing, you'll be doing a lot of your, just like John mentioned, yeah, it'll be your combination of imagination, but a lot of um, through this spiritual connection. You'll be having receiving downloads and doing this sort of automatic writing. I don't know if you do that already, because I thought I was going to see you, typing, doing a different, but it was clearly automatic writing from the beginning, just showing that connection and really, really productive because it was not only writing, it was really fast and like I said, filling up a page is fast and moving on to the next.
That's so cool.
So
And I'll also share my guided meditations if since I hadn't shared them and we're 40 minutes in.
mm-hmm,
Um, so if anyone's interested in my free 14-day spirit guide meditation challenges, please do sign
mm-hmm,
up. Um, I think just over 400 of you have signed up in the last year, and I love seeing people participate and reading all your messages. In fact, the Wix website that I use for them now puts them all on a big table for me, so I can like read through them all
Mm-hmm.
much easier than I could before, which is lovely. And I also, as well as simplifying my website, I've also been simplifying my mobile apps.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone's interested, you can download those for free as well. Um, and I'll just put in the link. So that'll give you access to the same meditations.
And remember, the membership too is now called Divine Sparks, right? Divine
That's right, Divine
Sparks.
Sparks. Yeah, thank you to Veronica's suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. So must be my turn to choose next. Oh, and
Yes.
BG, let us know. I hope that helps. Okay. You choose the next request. Beep, boop, 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 beep, boop.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. I think Justine just said I got permission from her. um,
Yes, I just saw that too. Mm-hmm.
wow. I always laugh when the music just cuts out. So, Justine, you're definitely here because you just posted. And you said, Namaste, John and Viviane. I'm probably too late. You're not. Could
Mm-hmm.
I have a healing and clearing for my mum? She's mega aggressive,
Hmm.
and we are arranging a funeral. It's tough. Okay. And you got her permission. So I'm just going to start with your
Okay.
guides and higher self first. and then opening up also to your mother and her guides. Um, have you seen anything? Have you been able to look at Justine's mother yet, Viviane?
I
I'm just
just.
conscious as soon as I say something, it puts
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm
puts
just
thoughts in their
starting
head.
this. I'm just starting the scan for
Okay.
Justine's mother. I was just looking at chat to see if she put a name or not for her mom.
Mhm.
Um, but I started the scan.
The first thing I picked up on was your mother's fear, and that's fueling the aggression, but it seems amplified.
I feel uneasiness in my solar plexus when connecting with her mom's energy.
Mhm.
And I
There's
just.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
There's an entity that attached to her.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother's fear seems to be related to dying, and this fear was this entity just said these words, like very creepily said to your mother, I can help you with that. And so this is like, I can help you with the fear. um but it's very much a trick. This entity doesn't have your mother or yours or any of your loved ones highest good at heart. I'm just containing this entity and I'm just going to remove it away. It doesn't seem, it's not, well, right now it's not attached, but it is in her auric field.
I get this feeling uh, there's tightness in my heart now, but before the heart felt empty somehow, and now I feel like tightness in my heart and the lower
Mhm.
and the in between, especially between the heart and the solar plexus. The energy of solar plexus really feels bad, and
Mhm.
I heard turmoil. She's saying
Mhm.
her mom had a massive massive stroke, and her father
Oh,
died a week later, and her sister just died.
oh,
Oh,
that's so sad.
okay. Sorry to hear that, Justine.
I am seeing the tail of this entity like attached into your mother, so I'm just removing that, like out into the heart. So I'm just removing that now.
Okay.
Return to source, or never return here again. It wasn't, the entity wasn't like dark enough and powerful enough to, I wouldn't consider it demonic. I mean, the lines blur right between, it was an entity that could work, could visit different people. It could do many of these same things that demonic entities can do, and it was trying to, um, I was doing initially like an effective job at starting to influence your mother, um, but its vibration and its intention aren't as, how to describe it, nefarious as a demonic entity. I'm just asking Archangel Michael if he knows anything else about its capability or any other effect it's been having.
Mm-hmm.
Archangel Michael says your mother must not invite it back. So it may help at the right time. It doesn't need to be now, but having a conversation with your mother, just saying, if you ever need anyone's help, please ask me. Don't ask anything else. Don't pray to false gods. Ask me, Justine, for help. And yeah, you're saying it's like she can't control verbal attacks in me. Yeah, I'll also take a look at your heart, Justine, and your mother's heart, because what can happen is these entities often try to create cords between you, and it becomes very poisonous. So imagine physically, someone was like punching someone else, like you're trying to have a conversation with each other while punching each other. Like that's what it's like energetically when you have these like toxic cords connected between you. Let's just see if there's anything there. There's three, including one to you, Justine. And let me know if you see anything, Viviane.
Mm-hmm. Um, mm, I felt like perhaps something in Justine's, like in her ribs, rib cage.
Mm-hmm.
I just was drawn to that. I see the image of the rib cage and the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
on each side. There's something there.
Yeah, I think this is the like a baby of that larger entity.
Okay.
Would you
It's
like me to
wrapped.
remove it?
I see it wrapped around the ribs on
Yeah.
each side.
Would you like me to remove it, or would you like to?
I'll remove it and you can
Can check.
check, please, because like I said, it's on both sides.
Yeah.
Okay, I removed it.
Fantastic. Um, I'll just be a second. I'll double check.
And I cleared her mom's send the solar plexus. I said the energy was really heavy.
Hmm.
Feels better now. And when you remove the entity, the heart felt much better too, because it was really tight. Let's see any comments from Justine.
And I'm going to post. I was guided to post this free meditation for preventing against psychic attacks. And if you can, oops, it says, please sue this meditation. No, please use this meditation. Um, wow, what a difference. Oh, I still can't type it, but it's close. Better than sue. Yeah, if you, Justine, and your mother can listen to it, it's a fantastic help. You don't need to be awake while you're doing it. It helps, but you can also do it, put it on. That first one I posted is an hour long, and it's like a one-to-one session where we help protect you. Either do that or start this this 14-day challenge, which is to help you protect you.
Yeah, and do remind your mom to call on Archangel Michael too.
Yeah, it's looking clear now. Looks good. Well done. There was, Archangel Michael also said there was a lot of activity with that entity and these entities with you and your family. So there's something, how to describe it, like your souls have chosen this experience to have this entity as part of your journey. Doesn't mean that it's not the same as consenting to it. It's more that your souls were aware that it was, likely that this could happen in your lifetimes, and that would help with these traumatic experiences, often help us grow. And so with that in mind, since it's not like coincidence or happenstance that there's an opportunity for learning, I definitely encourage you to start, at very least one of these free meditation challenges, and help you get started, help you protect yourself and create a sovereign space around you. And Justine says, I'm very grateful for you both. I love you both. Inspirational.
Oh, thank you. And Justine also asked for tips when it comes to protecting her energy at a funeral. I don't know if you saw the comments.
Is that a question for any tips? I do that meditation every night. So fantastic. So is that a question? Sorry.
I'm looking for the comment. Yeah, she's saying,
how can I protect
how
myself
can I
at a
protect
funeral?
myself at a funeral?
Okay, let me just ask your guide about this. Okay. So just before, so this is a mantra to help you just before the funeral. And you can say, I don't know if this is helpful, me saying, like, just taking note of the time. So we're now, how long into the video? 54 minutes, 55 minutes in. So if you want to replay this back at 55 minutes in, you would say, I set the intention to walk among the living. I walk among the living and their hearts and their beautiful souls. I do not walk amongst their shadows or anything that chooses to attach to them. I have strong, safe boundaries, and I only allow those into my boundaries who serve my highest good. Heed my sovereign execution of my own free will. These are my boundaries to be respected. If not, you will feel the fire of my heart. and that's it. It seemed I was seeing you walking amongst people at the funeral, and that you prepared yourself. It seems like just before you leave your home or the building that you're in before the funeral, um, and to repeat that. So I hope that helps you. And you were mentioning you're already doing meditation, which is fantastic. So definitely keep that up. Justin says, I confess I've not been consistent with 14-day meditations. I saw this really interesting graph. Remember what I was saying earlier about consistency? And consistency can mean just a little bit every day, right? If you don't do the meditation, take 3 deep breaths, create a bubble around you. If you forgot to do that, put some time in your calendar at a different time in the day to do a little bit for yourself. Every little bit helps. And so it all adds up to helping you. And the good thing about these meditation challenges is at the very end of the 14 days, it will it will like kick you out of it so you can join it again anytime. So I hope that it helps you, and best of luck with your funeral and the rest of your family, and sending love to you and your mum, Justine.
Okay, now it's my turn to select the next request.
Thank you.
Place this blank canvas in front of me as I open my heart wide. Place this blank page of paper in front of my open.
Okay, I have Terry Brandstrom. Terry, please say hi in the chat if you're still here. I see you requested healing for your puppy dog Holly. He's just 5 years old and has been diagnosed with lymphoma. I'm sorry to hear that. And you said you asked her permission, she gave you a kiss. Oh, sweet. So please say hi in the chat if you're still here. Sending love to you, Justine, and I'm sorry for your recent losses, and sending love to you and your family. Okay.
Let us know if you're here, Terry.
Yeah, Terry Brandstrom, please say hi. Okay, you're here. Thanks so much. Okay. Healing for puppy dog Holly.
I'm seeing that Holly struggles to release negative energy. And it's the lymphatic system, which is where it seems to be like blocked, and she doesn't know how to release it. But I want to give you a chance, not just raise a head, and give you a chance, Viviane.
I see. I saw the word absorbing over Holly's body, and then I heard her say, "Don't worry, mommy." And yeah, absorbing. Yeah, because absorbing the energy, of course, energy around her, and from her mom too.
Mm-hmm.
I see an image overlaying Holly that looks like a lot of. They look like black squares all over her silhouette. So I want to make sure this is okay to, I'd like to know if it's okay to remove that, to clear that, Terry. Terry and Holly.
You're just asking for permission to do clearing.
Yes. So please let me know, Terry and Holly, of course, if it's okay to do this clearing of this. Thank you. Okay, yes. I saw Archangel Michael removing it as if it was a curtain in front of her, just pulled and then removed, pulled it away, and sent it to source, so it should never return here. For a minute. I see that she's she's wagging her tail. I see her silhouette and is wagging her tail. I'm pulled to look into her eyes, and there's nothing wrong with her eyes, but as I'm getting a message, I hear like, I see you. I see you, I see what's happening. And she's saying this to Terry.
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard, I see what's happening, and I want you to take good care of you. And please don't worry so much. She's saying this to you, Terry.
Yeah, it felt it was really fascinating when I was asking Archangel Michael. He was saying that Holly, is taking energy from negative energy to help relieve Terry and other loved ones, and that was Holly's free will choice. And initially, he was a bit like, "Well, that's why we haven't helped," almost like kind of excusing Holly's lack of help that she's received. But it also seemed like the reason why these like black squares you described them were over her was in part like it was shielding her from taking more negative energy from others. But it didn't serve her highest good, right? It was almost like blocking out her light And Terry's saying, so if I clear my energy, she will get better. I have been watching the news. Yeah, the news. That's true. We need protection meditations just to be able to watch any of the news at the moment. But the way this works in simple terms, and as I understand it, Viviane, is that in Holly's case, when she sees energy in Terry that Terry's struggling with, Holly voluntarily will absorb that energy from Terry, as an example.
Yes.
And so there's always going to be some, there's always going to be like your lowest energy. There's, no matter how happy and clear and high vibration you become, Terry, there'll always be something that's the lowest aspect of you. And so it's Holly's decision about whether she chooses to work with you and help relieve you of energy that you're struggling with. So yes, to your question of, if you clear your energy, does it help? Yes, it means that Holly's got less work to do. And then you can also have a conversation with her. I kept seeing you outside with her, in particular, and getting her to ground. So, pets don't usually wear shoes, which is great. So just standing on the ground, and it seemed like anything is helpful. They've got 4 legs, right? So there's twice as much grounding surface as we have, and connecting with grass or stone or earth, and you could just stroke Holly and say, okay, I give you permission to release this energy now. Please release it into earth as you stroke her. And if you ever wondered why we stroke pets, I know that's where their hair typically runs as well, but from the head to the root, if you're stroking her down like that, you're helping her stroke the energy out.
Yeah.
And it's what our bodies are designed for, right? And I think that their tails also help with grounding. So if the tail's on the ground, or she's like sitting, or dogs are like almost like the Sphinx, right? They're kind of like down on the ground like this. That can be really helpful too. You have any other advice?
I think the tail is part of the root chakra. So yeah, when you move, it's when you move the hand from the head all the way to the tail, and you definitely moving that energy. And like Holly said, she said, well, I see what's going on, and she doesn't want you to worry so much. She's definitely. And talking, like John said, talk to her too, because it helps.
Yeah. Reminds me, I need to do it with Patch. I need to do it before I do my road trip as well, in particular, because I know that's why he's coming, right?
Yeah, prepare.
And I will make a point every day or twice a day, just say to him, it's okay to you just let go, release this energy. You don't need to carry this burden. But it's a very beautiful and self-sacrificial act that our pets go through. Yeah, I hope that helps you and Holly. Terry. Elif was asking, hello Elif, hope you're doing well. You're asking, do pets have guides? Well, I believe so, yes. So they have souls. As far as I can see, everything has souls. And that's not the belief of everyone, right? You don't have to subscribe to that mental model or belief system, but it really helps me. It helps me understand why, when I see in meditation and client sessions, rocks and stones and crystals and trees and all these, everything's living. They're just in very different ways to us as human forms. What do you think, Viviane? What's your belief?
Yes, I believe that they have guides, and there are also guides.
Cats having cat guides would be adorable. Yes, I like that. They would make the best cat videos as well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Is it my turn next?
Yes.
Great. Thank you. And please put your requests in capitals. I love the idea that someone would just come onto the channel, one of our channels, and just see me going beep boop beep boop. What are these guys doing? And JP, let us know if you're here. I'll just ask in the chat. And JP was asking, I've been trying. Yes, JP's here.
Mhm.
We can let Singing John take a break. Very good, John. I've been trying to let go of the habit of taking on my family's emotional well-being and stress. Any advice from my guides? Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So the message I saw, I was given this really beautiful visual, and it seems to apply for Terry and Holly as well. This visual might be helpful.
Mhm.
Imagine, I don't have one here, but if I could imagine, like a wheel, and this wheel is for you, JP, it's your family. So at the center of the wheel is you, and then the spokes of the wheel each go out to one of your family members. And what's happening is that you're going through this experience of when you see them like having like distress, trauma, negative energy, that this is coming into you, it's coming into your heart. And then what you're trying to do is you're trying to, like, for the center of the wheel, you're trying to send it down, like to ground that energy. But you can't take their energy, whether it's love or negative energy, and ground it for them. And and I guess I've never really asked that question, right, of myself. Is like, can I do that? Like, can I take someone else's energy and process it? And the simple answer is no, I can't. You can't take on someone else's love. You can't take on someone else's darkness and do it for them. And so your guide was saying you're gonna have to let that go. You're gonna have to let that energy go back to them. So just like picturing yourself at the center of a wheel, the practical step you could do is draw that wheel, draw yourself in the middle. If your drawing's anything like mine, it'll be like a little stick figure, but maybe you're better than me. I hope you are. And what you do is you draw all your family members around the outside of the wheel, and it's like this little ceremony. And so you sit down, and then you say, maybe name each of your family members, and then rub out, taking a razor, or we call them rubbers here, which has a different meaning in other countries, and we'd rub out the spokes. So you rub out the spokes and say, I disconnect these connections to you. I'll no longer try to take on your energy and try to process it for you. And your guide said, most importantly, if you to remember one thing, that is that it is their free will choice to be distressed, to go through emotional distress, and to have these challenges. And so it's so important for you to really focus on just saying, look, I respect your free will. I honor your free will. I allow you to, process this yourself. And I would suggest you lead by example, because I think it's a great way of, helping others, is leading by example without feeling like super disconnected, or, suddenly you're really, really happy and everyone else is struggling around you, but more like in a very grounded, integrated way, by saying, oh, when other people are struggling, oh, these are the sorts of things that have helped me. If, like I often talk about meditation, if it's not for everyone, but if someone's willing to try it once and put it on just before they go to sleep, maybe that would help them. But I'll leave you to decide for your family, how that helps you, JP. How about you, Viviane?
When I connected to JP, I heard you're not a therapist, and I heard fill your cup first, and I saw you. It's like when people have those intervention sessions, I guess called. I
Yeah.
saw you sitting there as the therapist and had the family there, and you trying to address everybody's issues and connecting. And then after I heard you're not a therapist, So even though you have good intentions, yeah, you're taking this on you, and it's just it's not helping you. And you also have to think about the fact that you can't help someone who's not really helping themselves too. Um, so yes, I see you've been dreaming of a giant Ferris wheel and driving a red car without being able to
Yeah.
stop. You have a red car, but never drive yours in your dreams. So you do this unconsciously. You've been trying to distance. Okay.
I love the Ferris wheel, and I also love that you say you never drive yours in your dreams, like
Mm-hmm.
with such certainty. I love that. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, that definitely feels very powerful. The Ferris wheel. It seems amazing that we do this. I think KD was also saying as parents, meaning wish we can take away sickness and pain of children. Um, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like it. Yeah, I would, I would for my children and loved ones, I would do it, again and again for eternity for them if I could.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Yet there's something so powerful about surrendering to their free will, and it
Mm-hmm.
means respecting their trauma. As we see ourselves go through trauma when we look in the mirror and we see how it affects us, and then we come out the other side stronger as we heal it most of the time, right? We don't always heal all our traumas, but um, that soul's growth is important not to deny someone of. Um, and it's tough, right? It's a tough journey for sure. I hope it helps you. And JP is just saying there is trouble. Maybe you can ask my sister sees me as her mother. She's been struggling with depression. Yeah, I think. Sorry to hear your sister struggling. I think that there is that parenting energy from you. It's very common for us as soul tribes to keep reincarnating in different roles within the same family,
Mm-hmm.
or it doesn't need to be the same blood family. It can be like the family and friends, neighbors, acquaintances, people you work with. Like they can often our souls are like have an arrangement to come into each other's lives again in the next incarnation, because
Mm-hmm.
it's often almost like unfinished business, right? We'll keep incarnating together for our own for our own growth. Oops, sorry about that. But yeah, I hope it helps you, JP.
Mm-hmm. Okay. My turn now to choose our next
Thank you.
request.
For choosing the next request, please say hello in the chat if you're called.
Krati, please say hi in the chat if you're here. You're asking for a message from your guides. Okay.
Let us know if you're here, Krati. Say a big thank you to everyone that's joined, and hello to you. Hope you're doing
Mm-hmm.
well. Calling Krati, let us know if you're here. I don't think so.
Okay, I'll select a different
Thank you.
question. Okay. Where's my StreamYard? Right.
I changed the song too.
Mm-hmm. I'll look away. Oh, I almost chose Justine again, so. Okay, Sweet Farish, please say hi if you're still here.
Sweet Farish. I spelled it wrong. It's close though. I have this thing about both spelling wrong and then correcting it. Must be correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's magic in words and names, right?
Yes. All right, waiting for Sweet Farish. You asking for an Akashic record reading?
Calling Sweet Farish. Are you here? Are you working? Hang on, I can try shouting out. Hang on. Sweet Farish! You never know.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good you're not in your home, you're in your studio.
It worked.
Oh, okay, so it's Farish is here. Thank you. Your son and your wife would be like, what is going
on? Yeah. Oh no, no one could hear me even if I was trapped here for years. I would just video call them. Let me turn off.
Okay.
So grateful for an Akashic record reading about the soul connection attraction I sense with a man I met 3 years ago. Got 3 years ago at a previous job. Don't have his contact number, but he's still in my mind. Have we done this request before? I seem to have
It
data.
seems familiar to me as I read it about this connection. Somebody from a job.
Mm-hmm.
It
I don't know
really
if I've
sounds.
just seen the request, but let us know, Sweet Ferret, because I will definitely not remember. I don't know about you, Viviane.
Yeah.
My head is just full of different readings.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I don't know if this is also the energy behind your request, but I saw that your guide, Sweet Ferris, was saying, "Oh, you did a quick tuning, but not an Akashic reading." So your guide is explaining there is a loop, and the loop is that he'll keep coming back into your life until the I describe it like the lesson, the experience that you've chosen to have with him is complete. And Viviane, if you're going into the Asher records, let me know how you get on.
Okay. I'm getting that you liked how you felt when you were around this person. That's partly why you keep going back to that. In a way, it's like you need to, yeah, you like have, and I think it's the lesson has something to do with you learning to like yourself and love yourself without having this external connection present.
Hmm.
Okay. That you can feel that way without.
Without him.
Mm-hmm. So I'm hearing this person was reflecting back to you the love that exists in you, and you looking for your comments.
Yeah, I saw Sweet Fairish feeling good before, meeting him again, feeling good. You going your separate ways, and afterwards you feeling good again. And you're like, and afterwards, like, I think I get it. I think I can always love myself, no
Mm-hmm.
matter what happens. Um, but yeah, you don't need to worry about his contact number. Like, he'll be back.
Hmm. She's
Um,
saying healing old wounds. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I hope helps you, Sweet
Oh,
Fairish.
there was a trigger. Yeah, there was a trigger that happened when you were around this person.
Oh yeah, there was that. Your guide was saying, um, and I don't know why we seem to do this instinctively as humans. We go, I know them from a past life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somehow we always assume that it's good. But imagine if you said, I know them from Scotland, it'd be like, so like tell us more, tell us more.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one thing your guide was saying, like if you have past life remembrances, to also um ask why, like what was the memory of, like what was your role together, and did they have like your highest good
Mm-hmm.
in their heart back then. Yeah, it did feel like that. It feels like it's the pattern itself that you're bringing to an end in this life. You have the opportunity to bring it to an end.
Yeah, I hope that helps. So she's saying here, I assume that there was a past life connection to yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was all about triggering that in you, and you this this feeling that you in a way associated with being around this person. The first time I met him, he brought a lot of old wounds. The second time we met, a lot had been cleared. It helps.
Yeah.
I'm getting, and I know a lot of people don't believe in this, but I'm getting, and there are different ways or purpose of this about this soul connection.
Hmm.
because of this triggering process going on. As Farish mentioned, bringing old wounds and triggering that so it can be cleared and healed.
And the feeling afterwards feels incredible. It's like feeling heaven inside of you. It's like just this release and
Yes.
standing in your power and your self-love. Like that's why you chose these experiences. There's a lot.
Yes.
There's a huge amount for you to learn and gain. It's really exciting for you.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I hope that helps, Sweet Farish. I hope it feels better the next time we meet again. Well, it'll definitely feel better afterwards. I'm not so sure about the bits in between, but best of luck. And I'm sure, you know, with strong boundaries and an open heart and cultivating your self-love, you'll do well no matter what.
And the divine timing will work itself, like when and where and all that. If you know, when it comes to meeting.
Yeah. Great. Is it my turn?
Yes.
I can breathe now
Choosing your next request.
inside.
Oh, Joe,
So
Megan B, are you here?
facing
Calling Joe,
shadow,
Megan B. Calling Joe, Megan B.
a shining widow.
That's so much fun. I'm glad it only does one effect. Well, actually, it does other effects, but I don't want to be here all day.
An old light,
Megan B, are you
all
here?
we need to look
Yes,
inside.
just as
Okay.
I was probably shouting at you. Fantastic. So I'd love to know if any of your past lives could shed a light or any guidance on your current life moving forwards for your highest good.
Okay.
Shall I go to Joe's past lives? Like we could go in different directions and see a meet in the middle. So yeah, feel free to go to the present and future. I'll just ask.
Okay.
I'm going to open the Akashic records for her as well. I can start with the past. So Joe Megan B, your guide was showing, well, not your guide. Archangel Metron gave me the book of, it's like this past life patterns that you've been repeating. And as I opened the book, I saw this picture of you, and it's like you were trying to walk forwards, really struggling to move forwards because you had these huge chains, like 2 chains up over your shoulders, and they went back to this huge block, like this giant block, like it must have weighed about 500 kilograms. And you were like half a ton, and you're like pulling this block, like really trying hard to. And I was asking the book, I was asking this past life, what are you doing? Like, why are you pulling this? And you're saying, oh, this is the weight of the world, that I have like everything on my shoulders right now, and I must bring this with me. If I'm going to succeed in my life, I must carry this burden, and I must take it forwards with me. And this repeating pattern in your lives is seeking you to release yourself, like to release this burden. And you're like, no, I don't want to release these burdens. Like these are, and it seems like a whole range of things. It seemed like this huge 500 kilogram block included material items, includes like your baggage, memories, traumas, connections with others, some of that kind of hoarding aspect, because we don't just hoard physically, we hoard emotionally as well, right? Um, and so this ask, your higher self was saying, could we not just let go? We just let go of those chains, just like put them down and allow this big block to stay where it is and see how liberating that feels. And we talked a little bit about decluttering, right? Like every step you take forwards in releasing what no longer serves you, letting people go out of your life that just don't resonate with you anymore, or leave you feeling good after you've been with them. Decluttering your home, getting rid of any rubbish, recycling, donating to charity. It is letting go of cords, doing your own cord cutting. These like steps, each one individually helps. It helps you release and helps you move forwards. But I'll let Viviane talk about anything else you've come up with about the past, present, future.
The guides came through first showing me Joe Megan like running as if she was running a marathon, and then I heard not so fast. You can still move forward, but taking a step at a time. You don't need to run and wear yourself out. And when I looked into the Akashic records, something similar. The message was is that acknowledging and being present where you are now in the present moment, and moving forward. You may think is perhaps slowly, but with the right intention while being present, because that's the right pace for you, and this way you are moving forward in the right direction. But it's like I felt like there was somehow this sense of urgency of wanting to move forward fast, but there's no need for that. I hope that helps you, Joe Megan. Let's see. Oh, looking at the comments.
Yeah, let us know, Joe Megan B. Wonderful message. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's lovely.
Okay, so now it's so my turn.
Yes.
Yes, sometimes I
It
speak
is.
a little bit.
Especially as we get almost 2 hours into it, I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm still on Earth.
this
I'm
time.
still here. My name is John. Hi. It's on here, which is really helpful, and I managed to get it not mirroring itself as well.
Yeah, actually, let's drink a little water. I was drinking coffee. Let's do a sip, everyone, and
Oh, yeah.
hydrate.
I've had banned coffee from my studio because I just get really dehydrated. Not because of the, I mean, I'm sure coffee's not amazing for hydration, but it's because I'm not drinking water.
Yes. Okay. So let me select on next request.
And if you're interested, I just released another album yesterday, my 167th album called
Nice.
Global Reveal. So if you're interested, it's on YouTube, but also will be released onto all the streaming platforms within the next 24 hours.
Yeah, listen to Souls was I think it's called really beautiful. You wrote
Oh, lovely.
recently. It's really beautiful.
Thank you. That's in the next album, I think. I think so. It's all a bit of a blur in my head with so many songs and albums, but yeah, thank you. Please say hello in the chat if your name is selected. Also make sure that you scroll to the right so that you can make sure you're actually live and not running behind.
Okay, Angela Hunter, say hi if you're here. I think you just wrote a comment recently, so you're probably still here. You're saying if there's time, your daughter Bella, Anna Isabella, beautiful name, gave her, okay, you're here, thank you, gave her consent to receive help with healing, clearing, whatever is needed to assist with communicating better with you. And she says thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm scanning Bella's energy, and I heard the word stubbornness. Bella, you may not like this, but I heard the word stubbornness. There is a bit of stubbornness energy that is blocking this flow of communication, but I'm still working on that. Scanning your energy.
Yeah, I got a really simple practice to try. So it seemed that some of the challenges you have with communication is like you're both struggling to hold an open heart for each other. And it seems like such a simple thing for humans to do. And I don't know why I've never really seen this before. And it's so simple. I just saw you two stood opposite each other about just within 2 meters, so about a meter to a meter and a half apart. You're facing each other. And if you practice like closing your heart, so you place your hand on your heart and you connect with that fear that you have for yourself and for each other, like a fear of like, how would you react? How would you, what could go wrong? What are the kind of old wounds you keep picking on? What are the frustrations you have? And then you either, in that case, either just imagine or actually start talking to each other. Then that's like the kind of feels more extreme, but closer to where you are just now as what you don't want. And now that you know what you don't want, then to do the opposite. So placing your hand on your heart and just saying to your heart, like, I open my heart. And I love seeing our hearts as a big rose flower. So you've got your big petals of your heart chakra just opening up. Just say heart, open up, heart, open up, heart, open up. And in particular for you, Angela, as your heart opens, as the parent, you're here. I'm just smiling as my heart's open. You're saying the words that you say, the feeling and the energy behind the communication that you have. It's almost like you don't even need to talk initially. You're like, it just feels very lovely having an open heart for your daughter. And it doesn't, still practice boundaries, strong self-love and self-respect, but within those, creating an open heart. And you'll find that, when our children either, sometimes I get from my son, I get like this kind of brick wall. He doesn't really want to talk. And then from my daughter, it can be more like she'll just be frustrated with me and short with me. And I get triggered. And when you take a breath and you check in on your heart and you ask your heart to open and tell your heart it's safe to open, doesn't mean to say that you're just going to be walked over the whole time. That's important too. Otherwise, your heart won't open, right? You need that sunlight, like that safety, to allow your rose petals to open. And then say with an open heart, like then communicate. And your words will change. Your words will be influenced by how your heart feels, and the energy in particular that comes from you is so different. And you know how love has this incredible ability to overcome past traumas, past cycles, frustrations, challenges you have. It almost, we often over index on like the exact words. I must say these exact things, and I must say these things now, and it must be said in this way, and you must respect me, and all these things that we do as parents. But the reality is a big open heart will help a long way,
Mm.
and encouraging her to do the same. Get your heart to talk to hers and vice versa. So I hope that helps you, Angela and Bella. How did you get on, Viviane?
Yes, after I saw the word stubborn, and I can be stubborn myself, and but um, I saw Angela and her daughter, like they would start uh, talking, and but then we get tense and then one walk away. So then we ended up talking from different rooms because it's too tense to be in the same space, and then you like can't clearly communicate that
Mhm.
way, and then it just adds to the to this block, to this wall between the two of you. And then I saw something interesting about what the guides suggested. I saw you both sitting, resting your back against each other, like so you're not facing each other, but you're close like that, and your back close to each other. And then you're both speaking that way, not necessarily facing each other. However, you switched roles. So you were both communicating, but you were telling your daughter what you hear when she speaks to you. And your daughter was doing the same. She was speaking as if she were you, and reproducing what she hears when
Oh,
she when you speak to her. So switching roles like that and will help um, bring clarity to this what's disconnected in this communication, because you're not, you're speaking but you're not really hearing each other out. So try this try this exercise. And I don't have kids. I have cat kids, but I don't have human kids. But I remember, yeah, when I was much younger, and especially in my teenage years, that I had this stubbornness about me too, and I have this somewhat, rebellious way. And it's not easy. I mean, imagine it's not easy being a parent, and I remember feeling this to struggle many times when trying to communicate with my mom. And I had this, it's not that I didn't really want to, but I had also with the stubbornness created this wall. But I never tried necessarily to be on the other side and do this switching of roles, switching of the roles. So I hope you try that, and I hope it helps.
wonderful. Yeah, I think that's a lovely idea.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
when people have tried to convince me, I am also stubborn. I'm a recovering stubborn person, and
Yeah.
I'd often say I don't snore, and until I'm recorded snoring, and it's like, oh, I feel so sorry for the rest of the neighborhood. Um, but it's funny. It's like sometimes when we actually hear ourselves, it can be a hugely important reflection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's saying, thanks so much. You described the situation 100%. And I'll try the tips with her. Great. Yeah, I hope it definitely will be a way to um, hopefully, bring more understanding between the two of you. And when you're stubborn, you end up pushing people away, but deep inside, you want that, the connection, but that you have that, oh, and it's just like it's hard to step out of that.
Yeah. yeah, it's hard being stubborn, and I feel like I also like there's some positive similar feelings and behaviors like tenacious, right?
Yes, no, yes, that's true.
It's,
That will, that strength, and like, yeah. So I
that's right.
am that way in many ways. So, but when that um, leads a little bit into the, relationships and communications, like,
That's right. Yeah. It's like when I told my wife several years ago I'm going to start writing a song every day, and she's like, "Oh no!" It's like, "You're going to do what?" Because she knows me right better than I know myself. She's like, "You're never going to stop, are you?" Like, "Oh no, I'm just going to try it for a while. It'll be fine. It won't, change my life or anything. It'll just be, it'll be fine." Just like when I said to her, I'm gonna do John Binney merch, and she said, "There is no way we're gonna have boxes and boxes of John Binney t-shirts and hoodies in the house." That is no, it's okay. They just like they're printed, they're made on demand. And she's like, "Oh," she said, "How many will you have in the house?" I said, "Well, I'll just wear one or two." Uh, but I love that. It's just like, yeah, when when you're in a relationship with someone who's very stubborn, tenacious, and all these
Oh
things,
man,
inflexible sometimes, just like, oh no, what are they doing next?
she's a great, like I say, she's a great sport.
Yes, she is. Absolutely. Yeah. Do we have time for one more?
Sure.
Let's give it a
Yeah,
go. Is it
it's
my
your,
turn?
yes, your turn now.
Okay. Vero, hello, are you here? You're asking for an Akashic reading.
And it's funny because with my cats, I have 4 cats, and then with more, like that, I always had 2 before. But you see, they are like kids. They behave that way, so you can see which one the personality is. Okay, which one is the stubborn, which one is the silly, which one is the one that would, like, you get notes from school if you was going to school. The one that is a
Well,
mama's boy, wants my attention all the time.
uh, what Patch did today. I don't know if this will show up in video. Let me try it
Uh-huh.
without running over my wire. So this heater here has like
Yeah.
these little fins in it, right? He put his face in between the fins, and he just sat there like this, and like his face like in like this. And I
Yeah.
was like, "Patch, what are you doing?" And it was in the middle of a client session, and he wouldn't move. So
Uh-huh.
he's very stubborn, and all I could do was turn it off. He's like his little face buried
That's
inside of it.
Yeah, my
Um,
cats are funny. Like, I have a stubborn one, and Veru's here. Thank you, Veru. A silly one, a stubborn one, a bossy one.
it's so funny how they're our pets. There's no coincidence that they're like reflections of us, right?
Yeah, and one that is really sweet and shy, adorable. Yeah, Patch. It's love seeing Patch.
That's kind. Yeah, he is. He's very good looking. I definitely give him that.
Yeah, and he looks a lot younger too. He's, like you say, he's about
Yes,
13 now. A lot
13. Yeah,
younger.
yeah, he is. He can't see a lot anymore, but everyone's still like, "Look at the puppy! Look at the puppy!" And he's like, "Where are they? I can hear them a little bit in one ear." um, Wonderful. So let's help Vera with an Akashic reading. I'm just reading the book of Vera's future from Archangel Metatron. So the first message I saw was that first of all, that your dreams, so this is you living your dream life, that they're even bigger than you could realize right now, which is great, right? It's like, it's good news. All the things that you think you wanted, you'll achieve even more in this life. And then the next message I saw was follow the gold. So this is like the golden light on your path each day. And I asked, what does that mean? And I was shown in the book, like how you describe it, like, you know, if you're like walking down a path and it's like made of concrete, and sometimes or you'll see it on like tiles, sometimes they put like little bits of glitter, or there's like, it's a sunny day and something like some of the stones like reflecting brighter than other areas. It's like you will know when you're on the right path because there's like this gold, and there's literally gold that paves your way. There are these little sparkles, looking for the sparkles in your path. And I asked her, what is this gold? Like, why is it, how does it connect you to your dream life? And it is a reflection from your heart. Your heart, love energy, excuse me, is lighting up the path ahead of you. And so it's like your heart reflecting back to you, yes, this is my joy, this is my love, this is my dream life, this is the right path, keep going. And some of it may take you to unexpected opportunities, but it is really beautiful and bright. So I hope that helps. How did you get on, Viviane? Oh, you're muted.
Thank you. There's some noise in the background down a couple of streets. That's why. Nice. I saw actually when the Akashic record book was open, I saw a paintbrush and it was like a watercolor painting. You're creating this watercolor, and I saw you painted the sun. So when you mentioned the golden light, made me think of that. It was beautiful sun and sky, and you're painting that. And then I saw with the paintbrush, you wrote the word create. So it's about yes, co-creating with the universe, and being mindful of your energy, your thoughts, and your actions, because you are co-creating with the universe, and you have this opportunity to create a beautiful painting, a beautiful image, and that would be your reality.
Oh, that's beautiful. What a lovely ending. First,
Yes.
hope that helps you, girl. Thank you for your
Hmm.
kind words about Patch as well. Um,
Yes.
yeah, let us know. But yeah, we will bring the session to an end.
Hmm.
Thank you so much for coming along, everyone. Thank you for your requests. Please do drink as much water as it feels right for you. Almost finished mine.
Hmm.
And get plenty of rest, especially if you've been having a reading or clearing from us, or if you simply resonate with the messages. There's no coincidence that we're all here together in this live stream. And I'll close the session down. So, thanking our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metron, Source and Gaia, and every soul that's participated in today's session, as I ask us all to step outside of the session now and remain in our individual protected bubbles for as long as we choose to, and returning the session to Source, or never return here again. Thank you very much. And as well as getting plenty of rest, yes,
Hmm.
please do come along to our next live stream. April's an interesting transit month for me, so
Hmm.
I'll definitely be here Thursday 17th. So see you next then. And are you live as well, Viviane, in between?
Yes, I go live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time with two other ladies that join me, and we do Akashic Records readings for an hour. Usually a little more than an hour, but
Yeah,
we aim
at
for an
least an hour.
hour.
Um,
Yeah, so every Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, I go live.
Wonderful.
Hmm.
And yeah, please do, if you're on my channel and Viviane and her energy and her amazing abilities resonate with you, please do follow Viviane, subscribe, and vice
Thank
versa. There's
you.
no reason why you can't all subscribe to both our channels.
Hmm.
Um, and please do check out my meditations. And I think this Warrior Girl was very kindly posting, you can book sessions with either of us
Mm-hmm.
I was about to um, say I do have a spare session in May, but it was just taken, so my next availability is August. Uh, but for in-person sessions, if you're in Scotland, I'll be doing those. I still have some slots on Tuesdays over the next few months, um, as I start to do some of those from my home, and also as well as doing them in Haddington and Naked Revive. And there was something else I was going to share. Oh, and if you're interested in watching me go through some of my past life shadow work with the amazing Chloe Rose.
Mm-hmm.
We know Chloe from visiting us here in the live streams, and also she's been on the same training courses as Viviane. We
Yes.
went through what Chloe calls her soul expansion service, which I loved, because I was like, oh, I think that's how I felt afterwards. But even if you just want to watch it to watch me cry for a while as I go through that trauma, feeling, healing, and an integration, it was just a really beautiful experience. So that was posted on my channel today, or you can just look up Chloe Rose. But thank you so much. Thank you, Viviane. It's always a
Thank
pleasure.
you. Thank you, John. Always lovely to be here.
I'm getting a little bit jealous of sunshine. I'm wondering, I need to like knock down some walls in my studio to like, I need some sunshine in here too.
Yes, yes. So, so yeah, we'll be back on the 17th because you're out and about
Yeah, on
with
Monday, that's right.
so yeah, and April 17th, that will be Thursday, and I hope to see you all here back joining us.
Definitely. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care.
Thank
Sending
you.
love.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.